Welcome back. I have another Palantir stock update to share. First part being that Palantir stock has successfully broken through the $26 level, and we see it cruising higher, even into the end of the trading session. This morning opened about $25.46, and we have hit a high of $26.34. Now, this is some remarkable strength in my opinion, especially coming on little news. We do have some more news today, but not any news that has previously moved the stock in a positive direction. But taking a look at the 3-month chart, and we'll see that Palantir has broken out. Of course, the 6-month still way down from those all-time highs during the first demo day and when Wall Street bet stocks, at least those mentioned on Reddit, were breaking out. So still considerably down from all-time highs, but I'm nevertheless very impressed by the strength that Palantir stock has shown. There's clearly a lot of interest in this company, and for good reason in my opinion. Looks like growth stocks are having a good time today. Tesla stock is up 5% or so. Palantir getting in on the action with a 3% day. So just to finalize my thoughts here, in the month we've gone from Palantir just above $20. We are back in the mid to upper $20 level, and you'll see Palantir stock just now closing at $26.27. Okay, so on to the news proper. This actually came out yesterday. It's another partnership that Palantir is doing with a startup. So Palantir uses the word partnership when that could mean really anything. It could mean a government contract. It could mean a commercial contract. Could mean buying into a SPAC. In this case, it is actually that Palantir is simply partnering with a company, and they are integrating some of the technology that they have. This is not an acquisition. This is not a contract. This is something else. And we're on Reddit right now. Primer's current chief marketing officer used to lead product marketing at Palantir. So that is indeed interesting. And so what is the purpose of this partnership? Well, it's actually an announcement of the release of a product into Palantir's ecosystem is what this person is saying. And I have come to a similar conclusion. Palantir spent money on this partnership to get what Primer's technology is integrated into Palantir's platforms, such as Foundry. So Primer's natural language processing is now available on Palantir's ecosystem. Again, this person coming to the conclusion that this is the release of a product rather than the beginning of the development of a product. So basically that's what this means. Palantir is integrating some interesting technology. Natural language processing is always very fascinating, and it's good to see they're just making their platforms better and better. Is this the biggest deal in the world? No, it doesn't look like they have an equity stake in this company. It simply looks like they are integrating some more features into their platforms. So moving on, there's this article also coming out yesterday that the UK Prime Minister plans to make the UK a science superpower, increasing spending from 15 billion to 22 billion by 2025, and to build on the success of the UK's coronavirus vaccine program, which was powered pretty heavily by Palantir, and apply it to reach net zero carbon emissions, which this original poster here is tying into Palantir's partnership with Origin and curing cancer rather than treating it, which could also tie into a Palantir SPAC investment of Cellularity. But without getting too much into the weeds here, basically what we're looking at right now is the fact that the UK is increasing its research spending over the next 4 years. So 22 over 15 is actually an increase of almost 47% of spending, and that is no doubt going to trickle into usage of Palantir Gotham, at least at some point. So again, not necessarily a buy signal, not necessarily a big deal in and of itself, but the fact that Palantir's success for the UK and that vaccine program has inspired the Prime Minister to kind of put forth this plan to become a science superpower. That itself is encouraging. And another article I have here is one that Palantir actually tweeted out saying it took a pandemic, but the US finally has some centralized medical data, I should say. And the mention of Palantir here, this is by MIT, by the way, published by MIT, is everything users do through the interface, which uses Palantir's GovCloud platform, is carefully preserved so anyone with access can retrace their steps. So that's the mention of Palantir here, of course, being a part of the solution to the virus and being really a big driver of the vaccine program, especially in the United States. So I will leave the link to this article in the description if you want to read through it. Not too much about Palantir, but it's a more holistic view of the US health system. And lastly, I want to play a video here, which actually you'll see came out June 16th, but I haven't gotten around to showing it yet, featuring Shyam Sankar. Shyam Sankar? I feel like I always say that wrong. Shyam Sankar, yeah, I believe that's how you say it. Anyway, he, of course, is the COO of Palantir, and he always has some great things to say. So I will play this clip of him talking about their first SPAC investment, which we learned about not that long ago and has spawned into many more SPAC investments. Have a listen.
My name is Tom Enders. I joined Lilium at the advisory board a couple of months ago, and I spent almost 30 years in the aerospace industry, quite a few years as the chief executive of Airbus. The philosophy here is, frankly, if the wheel is already invented, why reinvent it? And these partners bring critical skills that accelerate the development of a Lilium business plan and accelerate Lilium coming to market.
I'm Shyam Sankar, Palantir's Chief Operating Officer. Palantir builds operating systems for the modern enterprise. We help institutions bring intelligence to their decision-making. We're going to be working with Lilium across the full value chain to help them integrate data to more quickly develop, test, and build these revolutionary eVTOL aircraft. At Palantir, we've spent the last 15 years and nearly $3 billion in R&D, and we are so excited that Lilium is going to be able to take advantage of all that investment to leapfrog as they reach maturity. Palantir is going to help Lilium to build these aircraft in an entirely new way, to build it data first, and build that into the operations, the performance, the comfort, the safety, and revolutionize actually how they manufacture and deliver these aircraft. Personally, I could not be more excited to be working with Lilium and the great folks there. A lot of these folks, including Eve, we have a lot of experience working in the trenches, solving problems together in prior roles, and the chemistry was exciting, the collaboration was phenomenal. We look forward to doing that and so much more together at Lilium. Urban air mobility is so exciting. It's so rare to get the opportunity to participate in a potential transformation to how we all travel.
I am back to wrap this up. I hope that little clip was of interest to you, and I think I will just close this by saying that Palantir has a lot going for it. The stock has bounced back and broken out, if you will, above the $25, above the $26 levels. I've been myself impressed by the strength. I'm not sure how much longer it can continue. I think we could definitely see some more consolidation going forward, but then again, I'm not too focused on the short term. I've been buying a few more shares here and there. I hope this short roundup was helpful. So leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. Until next time.